Leave your garden for 8 days and see what happens. It's totally out of control. Oh my gosh. Oh, makes my heart break just a little bit. I mean, it's always so fun to come back. First, welcome. I'm Rachel and you're at that 1870s homestead. I've been gone on a summer vacation. We don't often go away for as long as we did, and we were gone. I haven't been in my garden for 8 days. And let's see, I think I would have brought you guys in here last to just do the full garden tour. And you know, we did some like fertilizing and feeding during that video. And you know, it's prime growing season. It is July 9th today, Todd and I's anniversary, 12 years. And I knew it would go crazy during this time, especially right after feeding. We were going to get a lot of rain while we were gone. And I am a daily picker type manager of my garden. I don't spend a ton of time, but I do get out here every day as long as the weather's permitting and just pull random weeds here and there and keep everything nice and tidy. And when you can't do that, it gets a hot mess real fast. So that being said, I am getting in this tomato jungle, tying up my tomatoes, trimming wild suckers, and we're gonna get things under control real quick. But I'll just take you around and give you how crazy my garden got in just the last time you saw it. So it's getting kind of tricky to identify even suckers. Like, look at this big huge one. That's a tomato plant. It's even got baby tomatoes on it. But I have so many tomatoes, friends, that I do not need any suckers at all. A lot of times you can easily leave your suckers if you don't, you know, want to extend your harvest. But my gosh, like, I'm not even going to be able to reach tomatoes up this high to harvest them. So, oh, mercy sakes. I had been telling Todd, you know, we're using cattle panels this year for the first time to trellis our tomatoes. And I had been telling him, I think by the 4th of July, they should be at the top. Well, some of them are easily 2 foot above the top. And so many suckers, just so many. It looks like we got a high wind at some point in time while we were gone because my brassicas behind you are all leaning over. We'll see. We'll see what we can make of this madness and get it cleaned up. Just the beginnings of cherry harvest, tomato harvest season. That's just the first few off the 2 tomato plants at the end. That one's split, so I need to eat it. These golden cherries are my favorite. They're quite orange, overripe. But I got this side of the tomato trellis staked up, all weeded, and this is my pile of weeds and tomato suckers that I pulled. So little bit by little bit, that's what I'm going to do. And I will share with you guys what's coming up in the garden this week. We're doing, it's probably a great, sorry about the plane, hold on. So it's probably a really good thing that I'm out here taking you guys through this, because the garden's about to really drastically change in areas because we're doing huge harvests this weekend. The carrots, first round of carrots are coming out, the garlic, the peas. So that's going to open up like a whole wraparound section basically. So I'll be doing little bits of harvesting here and there throughout the day. So come around with me and I'll keep sharing with you what's growing well and if I'm noticing anything new as I go along. So, and this is hopefully helpful to folks that are just getting into homesteading to know what to expect when you do need to leave farm or property for a while. What goes into getting it back under control, because it can get out of hand pretty darn fast. The green beans are really starting to trellis very, very well. They were probably only up to here when I left, and they are quite high now. I do have them trying to grab a hold of my chairs though, so I am having to move them off the chairs. I will let you know, I've already walked through here once. And I noticed that Japanese beetles are here this year. Yay! We don't always battle them heavily anyway. I typically will get, you know, Japanese beetles every single year here in southeast Michigan. And most times I can handle the pressure. They haven't attacked my pole beans yet, but they're on those bush beans. So I'll show you that too. And then let you know how I manage those. Finish this side. Pruned, tied up, weeded. But let me take you in here and show you some of the clusters of tomatoes that I'm super excited about. Let's go take a look. I'm really excited how these Amish paste are doing. Bunch of clusters. More. These. I think that's gonna be a Cherokee purple. I can almost tell. Yay, my favorites. They're looking good. Oh, look at these beauties. Wow. Just wow. Pretty sure this is a San Marzano right here. Very gorgeous. Beautiful clusters. Nice. Look at this one. That's ridiculous. Oh, so happy. So happy. So, not bad, huh? We got our first tassels going on. Tall as me. So, knee-high by 4th of July, I win, right? So, we, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 that I can easily see with nice developed tassels. Hopefully they'll all start coming out so that they can pollinate each other well. And I'm very, very happy. If you guys were with me not long ago when I fed it, it was not this tall at all. So let's go around to the rest of the garden. I got some things to harvest, some squash, some zucchini, and I'm happy that I at least got my tomato rows cleaned up, and loving this garden season time. Oh, and I'll show you the carrots and the garlic and the peas, why I plan to harvest those. Okay, we're getting really close on onion harvesting too time. I don't know if you guys can see down here at the onions. I think so. Yeah, some of them are bulbing up really, really nicely. this weed. So let me grab one of these bush bean leaves to show you what the Japanese beetle does. So that is telltale signs of Japanese beetles eating it. And I did see a couple. Now, back here where my bush beans are, tricky to get all in there and shake them off. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring out a bottle of soapy water spray and I'll spray them down from time to time when I see them. I don't do anything major to battle the Japanese beetles. I just kind of try to keep them, I guess, deterred till the harvest time. But my favorite lettuce, my Butter Crunch, has gone to seed. Well, it's about to seed. So I'm going to leave it, let it fall, and maybe it'll give me a fall crop. But that is my huge carrot plot that I'm harvesting this week. Tomorrow, actually. So come back here shortly and we'll see what kind of crop that ended up giving us. Which I'm excited about because it is Hass carrot seeds. I'm not sure that I ever grew Hass carrots before. So we'll see how those do. And then let's head on back to the back corner and I'll show you the garlic. So this is the garlic. Woo! Excuse me. And I guess what I look for is at least 2 or 3 leaves have completely are dying off, drying up. And that tells me I'm ready to harvest. I did miss a few scapes, as you can see, but that's okay. I'm excited to, let's pull one and let's just see what we got. Give you guys a tease. Nice. Nice little garlic. So come back for that. We'll be doing that this weekend as well, harvesting all this garlic. I think it's about 150 heads or so. Well, today is really just about me getting things just under control that need to be under control, like super fast. Like, ooh, wow. I didn't even see these when I walked. Hold on, let me grab them and I'll pull them up there and show you. Getting things harvested that need to be harvested. I cannot believe I have so many peppers already. Look at those, yay! My favorite pickled banana peppers. Lots of jalapenos coming in already. Earliest ever I've had jalapenos. Nice jalapenos. I do have the starts of yellow peppers. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hold on, you guys gotta see this. All right, this is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 peppers maybe in your view. 5 pepper plants, here's one. Huge. So I started doing this. This is one pepper plant that's been pruned to be really bushy. And so many peppers in here. So many. Nice. Very exciting. Oh, more banana peppers. That's so exciting. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go down the row and pick all my peppers and we'll see how many we got. Okay, not bad for a first pepper haul, huh? Very first pepper, look at that. Wow, those are nice. Yay. So, I mean, the bell peppers are just coming on, so they are not colored yet. They're still green, light green. So I'm really, really happy with how the pruning took off, and everything's doing great here. Zucchini. And I know this is not powdery mildew, this is a variegated leaf. You know it's powdery mildew if you can wipe it off. And you can't wipe it off. So what else do I need? What else? Oh, I saw a patty pan squash in here. I needed to harvest. Oh, he's way too big. Oh no. Look at those two. Another straw bale garden. But guys, look at this borage. This is all. I couldn't wrap my arms around it if I wanted to. It's probably as wide as I am tall, both directions. And my idea to run my pumpkins vining through it is working out beautifully. It's holding up my borage so it doesn't fall over. And this is why I have so much volunteer borage in my garden. But the bees love it. They're all over it. It is edible. I only ever harvest it at the end of the season for teas because I have so much of it. But it has this, to me, just this wonderful, like the leaves taste like cucumbers. So if you didn't, to me it does anyway. I don't know if it does to everyone else. If you harvest the leaves and put it in a salad, it gives you that immediate fresh cucumber burst of flavor. Oh, by the way, did you see my cucumber? I got one. How about that? All right, what else is there to harvest? I'm not sure. I guess we can go around and take a look at just some other things together. And my peas are done. I gotta pull the peas out, pull off whatever's edible still on the vine. Some of them are just too far gone because they will just be tough and like not good anymore. Oh, I saw some beets we can harvest. All kinds of fun things. Let's go. I'm leaving those sunflower stalks in the garden because I still have sunflowers growing on them, but these heads were done, so I can go ahead and let these start drying out for harvest. But I have tons of tomatoes still growing on this wall. The melons I planted in here are doing phenomenally. So much so that they're starting to grow outside of where I planted them, so I need to get them kind of trained back into the garden. Won't be long before the baking potatoes, which are back here, will start dying off, probably more towards August. And the sweet potato vines are starting to grow. So I'll just leave it at that. That's a biggie. And that guy, I grew a beet. Yay. You don't know what that means if you haven't been here long enough, but beets have been a very, very big challenge for me to figure out. And when I can finally grow one, it's super rewarding. Well, thanks guys for coming in the garden with me. We got a really, really fun harvest basket. Basil, a garlic head, some echinacea, beets, squash, zucchini, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers. I couldn't ask for more for a really fun, let's just get it back. See what the status is of the garden after more than a week away from it. Now, it's by no means cleaned up and tidy and ready, but over the next weekend, I'm not one to just like burn myself out gardening. I like to just pick little sections and do it at a time. So the tomatoes are totally under control now. And as I come through the garden this weekend, getting the carrots and peas and garlic out of here, I'll spend some time tidying up other sections. But come back because I love harvest days. They're so much fun. The joy of gardening really shines in my spirit when I do that. And I love sharing it with you. And then we'll start talking about, hey, what's going in next? What am I gonna try to grow for fall planting? I'll be honest, I haven't even really done enough heartfelt thinking. I have some ideas, but tonight I'll dream on it and we'll see what we can come up with. So thanks guys, happy harvesting, happy gardening where you are. And don't fret if you have to leave the home for an extended period of time. You can get the garden back under control. It might feel overwhelming at first, but just take it little bits at a time, and in no time, it'll be ship shape. See you guys in a bit.